Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marina here, and I'm so glad to have you back. If it's your first time here, my name is Marina. I make videos from Saskatoon, Canada, where I share about my experiences as a Nigerian immigrant in Canada. There's something for you to learn on this channel, I assure you that. So please do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so that you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. To my returning subscribers, welcome guys. I am so glad to have you back. So guys, a couple of weeks ago I made a video on how to apply to Canadian universities, what reviewers are looking for. If you're yet to see that video, please do well to go to the description box below and click on the link there. It will lead you straight to that video. I talked extensively about what reviewers are looking for when they are screening international applications. Okay, and from that video, the most popular question that I got was, how do I get a supervisor? What if my course is one that requires the approval of a faculty supervisor before I can even apply? How do I go about that? So today I'm going to be talking to you about what you can do to secure a supervisor. If you're applying for a course that requires you to have a supervisor before you apply, you will find this video very useful. So definitely keep watching this all the way to the very end, and you will learn something from this. Now, the first thing to consider when you're trying to look for a supervisor is your research field. Like, what exactly is your area of research interest? What are you interested in? When you have identified a school, most of the graduate schools most graduate schools and universities will put a list of their faculty members who are eligible to be faculty supervisors on the website. You have identified the graduate school that you're supposed to be applying to. If you go on their website, you will find a list of the faculty members who can be supervisors, and usually there's always some information about their areas of research interest. So by looking at that, you already know what your interests are, so you can identify the people who are already doing research in the area that you're interested in, or in the area that is closely related to the area that you're interested in doing your research in. So those are the kind of people you want to be reaching out to: the people who are already doing research in your chosen field, or the people who are doing research that is closely related to what you want. What I would advise you to do is to reach out to more than one person. But how do you reach out? What do you say in that email? How do you go about it? That's what I'm going to be talking about next. What you want to do first is to research these people extensively. Beyond just what is on the website, look them up in different other places. Read exactly, because the website can only carry so much information about one person. They'll just give you like a broad overview of what the person is doing. But if you go online, check on Wikipedia, check on whatever it is, search them out, read, enter their names in a Google search bar, and most times, most of the things that they have done will most likely pop up. Note them. Pay close attention to things like the conferences they have been speakers at, the milestones of their researches. If there have been awards, pay attention to things like that. If they have been able to secure grants because of the quality of the work that they have done, pay attention to things like that. Because when you're reaching out to them, you want to give them the impression that the email they are reading is not one that you have sent to 10 other people. So you want to make sure in the email that you send, that initial correspondence, you're talking to them about why you picked them. In that email, you want to talk about, I understand that you have done this. Remember what you paid attention to. In that email, you want to refer to it. Let them know that you did your work. Let them know that you did some kind of work. You put some effort into this, and this is not a generic email. There's nothing that turns people off like just knowing that they are reading a mail that could have been sent to 10 other people. Like, what's the reason why I have to pay attention to this? Don't worry, the next person you copied in email will read it. You cannot remove that, because these people are very busy people. What's the tendency that they will want to sit down and read the email from you? You want to make sure your email stands out. So that's what you need to do. Research them. Make sure you are gathering vital information about them that you impute into your initial email with them. What else do you want to put in that email? You want to be attaching things like your transcripts. If you have had research papers that you have written, it's going to be a good time to attach those papers. If you have done any research work in the past, that whatever it is that you have done that you think is going to be of interest to the program that you're trying to get into, attach it to the email. Send attachments, send links, send whatever it is that you need to include to just get the person to stop and think about you, you want to include it in that email. So what's the body of your email going to be like? You can just say, I look through your profile on this and I realize from what I found, I am interested in this part of the research that you're doing. This is why I think so. This is what I've done in the past, and this is how I think it aligns with what you're doing, especially the conference that you had in this place. Like see guys, at the end of the day, you are trying not to suck up to this person, but you also want to give them a reason to stop, to say, this person, they are interested in what I'm doing. They are interested in the research, not just getting into any graduate school. Because sometimes, guys, these guys know when people are just sending applications because they want to run away from where they are, not because they are really interested in doing any research. But when you go about it like that, to show the person, like, I looked you up, I know what you're doing, and I'm interested in being a part of what you're doing, it will get them to stop and think. It will get them to stop and think. You can also attach your statement of interest, statement of purpose. It's part of what you should attach to that initial email. If you don't know how to write a statement of intent, again, check the link in the description box. I talked about it in the video where I talked about how to apply. Just give you like tips and guidelines on what to put in a statement of research interest. So it's down there in the description box. So that's what you want to be including in the email. Keep the email concise. You're going to be professional. You're spelling correctly. You know that that's a given. You want to be professional in how you write the email. Spell your words correctly. No social media text language. No UR for your. Write the words correctly. Spell everything out. Okay? Write it properly. And then send to them. Give it time. What you need to understand is that faculty supervisors first, they are faculty members, which means that some of them have classes they are teaching, they have papers they are marking, they have exams they're trying to set and things like that. They are busy people. They are busy people. Some of them have their own research that they are also doing alongside the 1 million other things that they have to do. Some of them serve in committees. They serve with... It's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work. I've had to work with faculty members up close, and I understand how crazy their daily itineraries can be. So give it time. Don't send an email in the morning at 4 o'clock you're sending follow-up. Chances are they will not have seen it. So give it some time. They are busy people. It will take some time. It might take some time for them to respond. So I would say give it a couple of days or give it a week before you send like a follow-up message. Above everything else, guys, I just want you to know that sometimes they don't respond. I know that that's a big frustration for a lot of people. Some of them have generic responses like out of office or thank you for your email, I've seen it, I'll get to it as soon as I can. Some of them have responses like that. If they do, give it some time, like I said, before you contact them again. It can be very frustrating when they don't respond, but what can you do? That's the reason why you have to identify more than one person. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't pick only one person and just send them an email and wait for them to respond. Identify more than one person and do this same research and email. Tailor all the emails you send specifically to the person that you're sending to. Resist the urge to do the research on one person and then do like a mass send to more than one person. That's not going to help you. So this work, you have to do it individually for them. If you're not getting anybody who's doing research in the area that you like, you might want to reconsider. Are you looking at the right course? Are you looking at the right school? If you're looking at the right course, if you're looking at the right school, there definitely has to be somebody who's already doing something in the area that you're interested in. That's the only person that can supervise you. You want to be a record breaker and you want to do something nobody has done before, it might be hard to find a supervisor because your supervisor doesn't want to be supervising you in an area that they have no idea about. The whole idea is for them to be able to use their experience, their expertise to provide some kind of guidance for you. So you might want to double check that you're searching the right schools, you're searching the right people, so that you find somebody who's already doing something in the area that you're interested in. In all of this, guys, I just want you to realize that you can still do all of these things, do all the suggestions that I've given here, and still not find a supervisor. You need to understand that the supervisors have limits to the amount of funding that they have. If they have reached their maximum threshold of funding for that academic year, no matter how good your application is, no matter how good your transcripts are, they will not be able to supervise you if they cannot provide funding. Now, it depends on the kind of course. If it's the kind of course where you need a supervisor for funding, they are not going to be able to do anything if they have already reached their threshold. But in cases like that, I have seen cases where supervisors say, okay, I don't have any funding right now, but I'm going to have funding in the next couple of months and I will be willing to take you on at that time. That's also an answer. Okay guys, I just need you to understand that sometimes when you don't get a response, which is very frustrating, might be because the person is very busy, or when they say no, it's not because something is wrong with what you have done. Sometimes it's just the funding option. What you don't want to be doing is to just send a generic mail to 10 people and say, hello, I'd like you to supervise me. No, nobody's going to respond to that. Nobody will respond to you. Just say supervise me, no reason. You're not giving them anything to think about. Think about it like looking for a job. Many people are reaching out to these supervisors every day asking for the same thing that you're asking for. What is it about your request that makes you different from the next student who's going to ask them? You're sending in that request to the supervisor from this point of view of one person. That supervisor is most likely getting 20 to 30 requests per week like that. So you want to make sure that whatever you do, your email stands out, your email commands the attention that you want it to have, right? So if you put all the suggestions that I've given you together, you definitely will be on your way to commanding the attention that you need and getting the responses that you desire. Okay guys, so yeah, I just thought I should put that out there and share this with you. So for everybody who's still trying to search for a supervisor, for everybody who that has been the only limitation for you to get admission, not being able to secure a supervisor, if you try it like this, I'm positive that you begin to get the responses that you so desire. If there are any more questions about this, if there's another area that you would like me to talk about when it comes to applying to graduate schools in Canada, if there's another area you would like me to pay more emphasis to, please do well to leave me a comment below or send me an email. My email address is always in the description box of all my videos. So if you look in the description box, you will find a way to contact me on the social media platforms and through my email. If you have any questions about this, guys, do well to send an email and I'll respond to it as soon as I can. Well, thank you very much for coming back to watch this video, guys. I hope you learned from this and I wish you all the very best in your applications. I hope that very soon you begin to get the positive responses that you want, and you will get those letters that say congratulations, we're pleased to offer you a spot. At the end of the day, that's the whole idea. So I wish you all the very best. Please, when you get those responses from the supervisors, when you get the admission letters, do well to come back and share with us how it was and share your experiences with other people so that people can learn from you as well. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Until I see you in my next video, it's Marina saying thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.